What's up, guys? So it is currently 12:30 in the morning because I'm a night owl and I don't actually sleep till like 2 and wake up at 11. It's quality life. So I'm just starting off this YouTube channel and I really want to get a kickstart on it. I don't have a quality camera, so don't tell me that I don't have a quality camera. I know that. I'm using my laptop. This is very clear to me that I don't have these things. I have a pretty cool backdrop though. I mean, I could probably like situate it better. Is that better? No one knows. I'm also using the light from my camera, so you'll see shade on my face, but it's okay. So there's a few things that my channel is gonna consist of, and it's following the people that I follow on YouTube just because they're my inspiration to all these things. The first one is singing covers that I don't really follow on YouTube, but words don't come out of my mouth ever correctly. But singing is something that I always have been in love with, and I just finished my tour with Up With People. If you want to hear more about that and my experience traveling around the world and meeting like a bunch of different people, comment below and I'll totally do it. Because I think people should know. But I won't do it. I mean maybe. But that will encourage me to do it. The second thing that I'm going to be doing is story times, which if you've ever heard of Tana Mojo, who a lot of people don't like her. I like her. Don't give me crap about it. Just let me live my life. She's currently in Dallas and I couldn't go see her show because no one wanted to go with me and I'm broke. But she does a lot of story times about her crazy life, and my life is crazy. I'm a series of unfortunate events, let me just tell you. I'm also in the story times. I'm not going to be using real people's names because, I mean, they'll know who they are because, like, it happened. But because I post this on social media when I am trying to promote a new video, like Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. So all my Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram fam, followers all see this, so I try not to piss anyone off. You know? I mean, I do it anyway, but I try not to. Also, my brother Landon and Michael will probably get involved, but we're gonna be doing a vlog maybe, but that won't be happening till later, because we need like an actual camera. Don't get me wrong, my phone camera is great, but I'd like to see what I'm doing just because my handshake news to anyone. Also, if you want me to do a video on my struggles, I probably will do it in the future. Anyway, just because I feel like people need to know about this. But if you want to learn why my hands shake and my struggles about it, comment that also below. That'd be great. But this story time really just, it happened today. And so we're gonna get started in the video. Actually, we're just gonna keep going. So I'm such an awkward person, if you didn't know this. Like, if I want to be social and I want to be cool and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so cool, blah, 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 I can totally be cool. But when it comes to people and I'm by myself, I am an awkward human being. And if you don't know this about me, then you're a random stranger that found my video accidentally and you've made it this far. Anyway, so tonight, which is the 22nd of July, that's now, it's the 21st when this happened. I use my hands a lot too, you'll get used to that. My dad and my brother decided to go to a movie, and I was like, I'll just stay here. Being home alone is what I like to do because I'm not a homebody. Like, I'm not. Like, I like being away. But if I get the house to myself, that is amazing because that doesn't happen because there's 5 people in my family plus Sam, who's sometimes there, and I can mention his name because he's kind of like my brother. So, I mean, he's not going to throw me shade. Maybe. He might. But it's okay, I'll get over it, because he lives in my house. And I have a bunch of animals, which don't really, like, change the fact that I'm alone, but, like, getting away from people is kind of cool, because I do hide out in here a lot. But that's a separate story. I get off track really easily. My mom says this to me all the time when I call her 8 times a day, telling her about every moment of my life. So I was like, hey, Dad, can you leave me money so I can go and get food? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, what am I craving to eat? Well, this is what I was craving to eat. And now I'm officially out of sweet tea. So I decided to go to Chick-fil-A. And I don't really like running into people. Like, if I'm planning to go hang out with you, that's cool, and I'm totally good with that, and I'm good with meeting you at certain places, but like me running into people is like, don't do it, because I'm never prepared to have a civil conversation. So like, how are you doing? Me, I'm doing good. You doing good? Okay, fine. And then you're like awkwardly standing there. But I was debating on going to a farther location of Chick-fil-A, which is about 15 minutes out instead of 5 minutes down the road, and I was really debating it because I don't like seeing people, but I was like, it's a Friday night at 7:30, like, who's gonna be at Chick-fil-A? Well, originally, no one was there that I knew. I mean, let me tell you, the literal, like, drive-through was wrapped around not once, but almost twice, and I was like, alright, well, I'm gonna go in, because, like, you know, I will. And so I'm, like, driving and turning around because I was going to wait in the line, and then I was like, you know what, I'll just go in, it's no big deal. And I, like, pulled up, and I look out of my window, and I see my ex-boyfriend. Now, mind you, this is the only ex-boyfriend that I am not friends with anymore. Because he broke up with me on Snapchat DM. Note to boys, don't do those things. It's really not nice. Like, at least give me a call. Like, you were gonna see me 2 days later, you could have waited. But I'm not gonna get into the reason why we broke up and all of that stuff. That was like a year ago. Was it a year ago? Yes. It was actually January 1st. Literally, like, 30 minutes after the strike of the new year, I was sitting on my floor, my friend was here with me, my brother Sam, he was here with me as well, and I get that text, and I just broke down crying like no other. I got Sam's shirt all ruined, and I got my friend's stuff all ruined, and I went down to my mom, and I was like upset, and you know, she doesn't really know how to handle those things, and she's like, it's okay, it's fine, stop crying, and I'm like, I loved him, and it was an ordeal. But, rolling to the future, so, I see him, not only him, his dad, and his current girlfriend. I've run into them on a different occasion, at a mall, and I texted him and I was like, who are you with? Oh, that's cool. And it was just like really awkward, and we've never been really civil with each other after that. It was kind of funny because I had a dream about him, and I texted him and I was like, hey, I had a dream about you, that you died. I hope you didn't die, and I hope everything is doing well. Never got a response. And I was like, okay. Anyway, so I was like freaking out, and I'm trying to call my friend Abby, and Abby will much appreciate that she's getting thrown into a video because I love her, and she's like my best friend. But, she was not answering, and I was flipping out, and she's like, just text me, just don't look up when you're, like, walking in, everything will be okay. And I, like, so there's, like, 2 entrances into this Chick-fil-A. The one is, like, on the corner, like, by the drive-thru, and that's how they walked in, and I walked in from the front, and I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna ignore it, like, I'm not even gonna see them, they're gonna be, like, sat all the way over there. I walk in, and they're right there. And so, my hands shake, just in general, so mind you, I'm hungry, my hands shake, and I was freaking out. Like, I shouldn't be freaking out because it was like a year ago, but like, you know, when something doesn't end well and then you see them and you're like, yeah. And so I'm waiting in line. They already got their, like, they were waiting on their food. They were sitting down. They were going to eat there. I was alone. I wasn't going to eat there. I was going to get out. And I'm like walking by, just looking on my phone, making sure I'm not looking up. Like, and then I put my phone down to go sit in line. There's 2 cops in there, mind you. And, like, cops don't bother me because, like, you know, they keep people safe and keep people not doing illegal things. And I'm waiting in line and I order and I'm like, can I get a number 12? Like, getting a 12 count because I'm a fatty. And a sweet tea. Plain and simple. I paid her. I was waiting. 2 seconds later, they call my name, and I run out with the bag. This girl is running after me, going, Kylie, 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 you forgot your drink. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. Like, I was gonna grab it. And she goes, oh, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I'm okay. Just saw my ex-boyfriend in there, didn't really want to be there. And she goes, oh, it's okay, I totally get it. So I get in the car, I get all situated, I call my dad, and I'm like, I'm freaking out. And he goes, man up, is basically all he said. And then I realize I forgot my straw. I didn't have a straw. No one gave me a straw. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, do I go in? Do I go get a straw? And then I thought, there's a McDonald's right next door, and their line wasn't that long. And so I was like, oh, I'll just get a straw. And I'm talking to my friend Abby. And next thing I know, I like get up to the line, and I'm about to order. And he goes, hey, what can I get for you? And I go, can I have a straw? Like, I couldn't wait 5 minutes to go home and just get a straw at home. I had to have a straw now. And so I'm like rolling up and they're like walking out and I think they see me. Like my mom's car is very noticeable. Like it's been around that like areas that they've been around. Like they've seen that car. Like at least he's seen that car before. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Not only did they see me in Chick-fil-A, which is 1 fast food restaurant, they've seen me at McDonald's, which is 2. Boy, am I a fat human being. And I get up to the window, and the girl, I think this is the funniest part of the whole thing, of me not freaking out, of me just like, you know, talking to this girl. She goes, here's your ice water in a straw. And I go, no, I just need the straw. And she like looked at me and I go, I am so sorry. And I just like zoom out of there. And then I realized that the cops were still there. So I was like, all right, turning the music down and like driving correctly and not having a mental breakdown and just sipping on my sweet tea. That was my crazy adventure. And let me just tell you, I don't understand because he's also on a team and they don't like me very much and I did nothing to them. I just want to put that out there. And if any of you are watching this, if I did something to you and there's a reason why you don't like me, just like message me somehow and just be like, this is why I don't like you. Because I'm a changed person considering I just traveled around the world. Like, we change. But anyway, that was kind of the whole story. It was just kind of weird because he like doesn't live near here. Like he lives like 45 minutes away from here and I was very close to my house and it's strange. I don't know why it happened, why the world is like, ha ha ha, we don't like you. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. But I have more stories coming your way. So if you make sure and subscribe, like, and if you dislike, I know who you are. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. Like, if you, like a YouTuber that I was watching earlier, her name is Erica, and she's part of the Team 10 squad. She said, people that hate, people that love, I'm not, like, saying it, like, word for word, because, like, I don't have it. I just watched it once. I'm not crazy. People that hate on you, they put your name out there, they put your face out there, people will start talking about you. Like, have you ever heard of Rebecca Black? Like, people hated her, but then she got famous. Like, anyway, just saying. Anyway, so maybe I'll start doing these things daily because clearly I don't sleep because it's now 1 a.m. almost. But remember, subscribe, thumbs up, comment below, do what you gotta do, get the views. And if anyone has a new Mac charger for me, let me know because I need one for college. Anyway, bye!